Hey, this is Akshay representing Team Sharang. I'm here with my teammates Kshitij and Karthike to discuss about the potential problem solutions about the identification of place names from natural sentences. Uh, so, what we think is a potential solution to this problem statement is our project actually focuses on geopartial query system, which makes it simpler for the user to get information about the places they want to search or the places they are wanting to search. Even in fact that those places, if it is not in their world, yes, exactly. Even we are incorporating the points which is outside the world, like for example Lagrange point or Sakti point on the moon. We are also incorporating those features. So how we are going to with the solution is we are actually trying to make an app which which will have certain core features in this which will have certain core features. For example, it will have a multilingual support. So even in fact some of the cities or some of the places state names are in the local languages of those countries. Even if that's a condition, so it will still have it will still show the results of those. It will still recognize and show the results of those places. We also have a voice recognition system or voice input, where user can give input from the from the voice, which is a hand-free way of giving the input. Our database will be real-timely updated, for example, so that for example, it will learn from the user's input, and from the machine learning algorithms we are using is actually going to learn over the time and also incorporate those knowledge for the next further searches. We have the gamify feature, which is like we'll have a creative way of making quizzes or map games where people can interact in our app through those things, which will increase the longevity of our app or like reliability of our app over the time. Also, we have the geopartial music system or art generation, which is like if a person is searching for a particular region or the particular part of the world, they might get a curated playlist of the songs or the cultures references what they have over there. So just for the sake of the UI betterment, I think that is also very good. And the next feature our app going to have is the interplanetary system. What I talked about is also it's just that places on the Earth we will be incorporating in our project is also the places outside the world. If even in fact if the person is searching for a Sakti point one or for example Lagrange point one or Tiranga points in the on the moon, still those information will be given to the users. So going through the flow chart, what will the how the process is going to be flow. So a user have two ways of inputting the data, either through voice or either through query input. So that's the normal text input. So text input will be pre-processed from an NLP, Skype, and the voice input will be converted from text to speech API, and both will extract the name. And the extraction of the name, we are using the Python library of GeoPartial NRE, and those information will be stored in our database, which we are using SQL for that, and retrieving which will also act as a backend for our project. Also, there are multilingual supports which we will be using incorporating with other dependencies on APIs. And then query intent recognition is also there. So while giving a user their results or their what they are asking, if the results of the user's problem queries, we are also trying to understand what intent they are asking queries into. So if the query is in sentence question form, it will recognize it as a question and give the answer accordingly. If the query is in the statement form or the imperative sentences or other type of sentences, it will give the information in those kind of sentences. A location based query, the same, it goes with the same, like it will give the locations about where the user want to search the information about. And the user responses is as usual what user gives the input, what user gives the input. Later, we'll have all the integration, all the parts of our application will be incorporated and connected together with the REST API. Yeah, and the data will be effectively updated every time the user inputs a new data, which will be automatically feeded it back onto the database after validation, and ending with the user interaction of the AI. So where we think our app is going to be most used is the distress condition, most of the call centers or the where the disaster management system is happening, we are actually switching to AI. So if in those distress condition, people are actually don't want to, people are actually not conscious enough to tell what they are doing, or they are where they are. So simply recognizing from there are too much of noises in those kind of conditions. So even if in fact the AI system is able to recognize the place name or the city or the location they are talking about, this would be a very help to the safety personalities, or say whatever whoever in the in charge, to get to those places and help rescue those people. So we are focusing on that. Educational purposes, of course, there are the gamify feature is in our app is for that only, where people can learn, or the students can learn about different places and different cultures around the world. It will be an interactive way of learning as well. And also the multilingual support. Sometimes the tourists come to a place and they really don't know where they are, and sometimes reading a certain state names or cities name in the local languages is very difficult for them. So there we are actually trying to incorporate that, some they can actually get some information about the places which they are in. So that's our use cases of our app. Now, the showstopper of our app are mentioned as well. The thing goes, the machine learning algorithm, the multilingual supports, the interplanetary explosions. We are planning to have cross-platform support, highly secure. We are using a standalone system where the database will be created by us only. So that's a standalone system we are having right now. Revenue stream model we are using for, we are actually trying to go for a subscription model, which will have premium features like voice recognition is actually a premium feature in our app right now, and other things as well. So there are other revenue models we can go through, is geo coupons, where we can tag on with local businesses and all, and geopartial APIs we can sell as a SaaS product to different organizations, or data insights we can still export this as a SaaS product to different organizations. And now we'll jump to the prototyping stuff. Over to you, Sitish.
So here we have an example of our backend. So this is the prototype NEP NLP algorithm. Here we are passing a simple sentence, that is, the country popularly known as Japan has another name as Nippon, that is known by the natives. So when we are running it, we can see it is successfully retracting two names, Japan and Nippon. This is the other name that is not commonly known by the people, but it is the another name of Japan. So this is what prototype of our backend looks like, and in future our app will be integrating this similar approach.
Um,
Back to you, Akshay.
thank you, thank you, Sitish. Thank you, guys. Thank you.